Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Passion of Football. Again, in the studio, we are a full squad. Everyone is here, and we're here to bring you the roundup from the games last weekend, as well as talk about the issues in the world of football over the last week, and looking forward into the coming week to see what we are to expect. Along me in the studio today, I have my co-instigators Zion and Olamide. Welcome, guys. How are we doing today?
Hello, everyone. It's good to be back again.
Hello, what up, people? I'm here with my friend Nonso, a United fan. Then Zion, my cool United fan. Yeah, obviously you guys know me now so we are going to give you guys good content this weekend. Hopefully our teams are going to do well this weekend.
Well, I don't know about that one, Sha. He may be United as new as my hairstyle, but must trying to look into the things that happened over this weekend. We'll start from a game that we did not talk about last week, but one that really took everyone here by storm. As OGC Nice welcomed Saint Etienne, historic teams in French league history, and it was a one-sided beating, a fantastic beating, 8 goals to nil. I have never seen something like that. No, why am I lying? I've seen something like that recently. My team was on the receiving end of it about 2 seasons ago. It was not fun, but also it's just good to know that other people are chopping such kind of thing. So let's quickly talk about how we see 8 goals, 8 unreplied
Yeah,
goals.
that is a thunderstorm, obviously because I didn't watch the game, so I don't have much to say. So obviously, you guys just before the video started, we had a conversation about the game. So obviously, I don't know. So let me give it to Zion. So maybe he saw some clips of the game. So
When I see that kind of scoreline, the first thing that comes to my mind is that did the opponent did they carry red card? That's always the no, let's be honest. When you see that scoreline, when you see the scoreline, it's like did they carry red card? Like I did also watch the game. I just watched the highlight and I saw that the way OG Sinis were just brainstorming, like that's if the defense was leaking, they were entering anywhere, name it. So yeah, the scoreline was shocking. But I just watched the highlight and I think Dortmund. Loni, I think Mukoko, I think was on the score sheet.
Mukoko.
Tottenham swept away player that broke their.
Oh yeah, Ndombele.
Ndombele, that one too. The guy also got on the score sheet. So, but yeah, it was surprising. And yeah, I don't really have much to say on it, but I just know that, like I said, first thing was did the opponent get red card?
So there was no red card.
No red card.
There's no excuse. And the coach could not even throw in the towel like, please stop.
The meeting is so much.
Or like,
But yeah,
players start collecting red card. Let there be only 6 of us on the field. We have to forfeit. We only concede 3. Well, it is well. It has happened. It has happened. There's nothing we can do about that. But onto much more familiar territory. Dortmund traveled to Stuttgart after taking 2 of their best players from last season. Was it? Dortmund went to Stuttgart. Yeah. Dortmund went to Stuttgart.
okay,
Dortmund went to Stuttgart. Dortmund went to Stuttgart.
So I saw it. I think they were at home, but check maybe.
Whoever visited who? Whoever visited who? Dortmund took Stuttgart's 2 best players from last season, leaving only Angelo Stiller for them. And Stuttgart answered with vengeance. Meta was the score. 3 unreplied goals. Miri Sahin is in trouble in Dortmund. Let's talk about that real quickly.
the scoreline was.
Sahin, do you think he has lost the plot?
I think it's normal as the first manager. At least you can't just go. You can't continue to like every game for you to win again. At least you go through some rough patch. The scoreline shocked me because with the performance Dortmund put in the Champions League, I wasn't obviously the substitution by Gittins that came on the bench off the bench with the performance he put. I didn't expect that scoreline from Dortmund. Obviously, I wasn't expecting a straight win from Dortmund because if you look at the way Stuttgart have been playing, especially when they went to the Bernabeu against Real Madrid, obviously Real Madrid played well, they gave Real Madrid a tough time. So I think I've been seeing the consistency with them. So I never expected the game to be easy for Dortmund. And I have to say, I think since Gurasi, their former striker, which Dortmund has, that received out of the 5-1 beating, I think we need to mention this guy, Dennis Undav. It's
Oh yeah,
like
Unda,
the way
Brighton boy.
exactly the way he has been keeping his goal scoring this thing, like scoring in the weekend, scoring against Real Madrid, and now scoring 2 goals again in this
Mm.
against Dortmund. I just think that they just ran through Dortmund. Like maybe they just caught Dortmund by surprise. And yeah, that's all I can say so far from there.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously from that game, I followed that game up, not watching it 90 minutes, but I think I watched it. I will just deeper and double with the game. I don't. There's something going on with Dortmund's defense. You understand? I think there's a force going on there because the way Unda and the Stuttgart attack, because this team Unda, what they call it, Stuttgart, they have a very very good off the ball, the way they press. You understand? And when they have the ball, very direct to the goal. So I need to know the coach. So the way they attack Dortmund did not have any solution for that problem that day. Well, whatever Stuttgart just want offer Dortmund that day, they already give them.
I mean, it was 5-1.
There was as in
It was 5-1.
unreplied.
It was a what do you call it? Comprehensive beating. You know,
It was just
very
amazing. But
comprehensive.
I not just know how what is wrong with Dortmund. This is because obviously, if you look at the last 5 years for the league, they might even be forced like that. I'm telling you,
Well, I mean-
the last time they competed for the league, even it was last 2 seasons ago, where it was the last day where they lost the league. Since that time, they have been very poor. Even before that time, they have still been poor. And they have had a couple of signings. And you can't tell me, I don't know why these guys are not coming. I think it's the coach. They don't have a proper coach that can bring out the best out of these young guys. You understand? So I just think we have to watch more for Stuttgart. I think that club, they have something very good coming.
Yeah, Stuttgart actually have something good coming for everyone. And moving on to much more familiar games now. We'll start from the game that kicked off the Premier League weekend when Chelsea travelled to the West Ham London Stadium and ran out 3-0 winners. Jadon Sancho with another assist, Nicholas Jackson with 2 goals, and Cole Palmer also getting on the score sheet. Now, the Chelsea game, pretty from a tactical perspective. I mean, Chelsea control the whole game. West Ham didn't really threaten much. Chelsea were like basically cruise control for the whole game, and they came away with the goals. So, talking about individual performances now, perhaps standout. What do you guys think?
That game now, from let me look at it from make I look at from aspect of West Ham. Before that game, even the Chelsea players not believe say they fit win 3-0 for London
How you
Stadium.
know?
Yeah, it's just the fact.
How you know? Say
Because
they
they have
don't
not.
believe
I think in 7 games, they have only won there once in West Ham's ground. So those players not feel believe say they go win that 3-0. Even me myself no believe them. So, but the thing is that I think Lopetegui and West Ham as the players they have to find their foot, because if you look at all their games, they lost home first to Aston Villa. Then I think they had City. They lost 3-1. We understand that one. Fulham they drew 1-1. Then I think they won Crystal Palace 2-0 away, and that's the good result for them this season. Then you come meet Chelsea, a club that just have 52 players that are trying to find
They
their
are, the number you call every week is reducing.
yeah,
It's slowly reducing.
Yeah, because some
Are
of
you
them,
are you beginning to take Chelsea serious now?
because some of the players they go injury, some of them go to party and they don't come back. So
Wow.
a lot of things they go on for the club where it's not a normal club. It's not run. It's not run like a normal club. They have a lot of things going on in the club. But back to the game, the thing I just say, West Ham when they had the Moyes, they played this very pragmatic defensive football way. You can't easily just catch them unaware. But bringing a Spanish man, Lopetegui, to come and coach you guys, you expect them to be very compact, at least with the kind of signings where they make. So they're not supposed to. They did very like Chelsea. Literally, all the goals that they scored, it was goals leading just to like 3 players against 2, 5 Chelsea players against 3 West Ham players. They were always caught off guard, and I don't really understand that game that day. So, and even when they had they removed I think they removed this guy to bring his soul check later because they were having too many gaps to fill. So this guy brought in soul check in I think 45th or 42 minutes first half. But the solution will not see come. Chelsea just use that advantage. They run through them. And one thing I like about this Chelsea this season, they have been having those matches where they go fit play well, they don't go convert their chances. But now maybe Mikel have don't wake up the beast in Jackson with the comments. So when he come every day dance, the devil dance. So I'm just happy for Chelsea at least. Maybe they just they do their thing small, small. Maybe they find their form. So that's what it be.
That's some good stuff.
What do I say about that match? You think, like you said, even when we were doing our prediction in our last video, I think we predicted draw. Both of us we predicted draw because we were not expecting. Obviously, like you said, maybe they've won there once in 7 games. We're not even expecting it to
What
be
did I
very
predict?
easy.
I don't remember what the Oracle
Nah, your
told
oracle,
me.
you did predict it, but
What did the
both of
Oracle
us-
predict?
I don't know. I think it was draw with them because we know West Ham going there to London, Chelsea going there wasn't going to be easy for them. But what come like I think there's just something about football that just a moment. If you slip or you mess up, everything could change. If you don't even try to catch up or get up back, it could be over. So the way I look at it, I don't know. I just say West Ham were just all over the place, and Chelsea they were just so clinical with their chances. And I think I'm gonna say I don't think I've ever seen it, and I don't think I would always say, it, but I think that's the best first half I've seen of Jackson since he has signed for Chelsea. That performance first half, like the way it was, like his positioning, like even though if you see the second goal, it like he went back inside, took the defender with him, and he went back outside and he got the goal. So yeah, I think West Ham were just all over the place, and I wasn't surprised when the manager decided to make a first half because him standing on the touch, like you see that something is going on with this team. That this is not the same team that was going on, and I don't know. West Ham start this season hasn't been great, and I think some of the West Ham fans start thinking they will make the right decision. I don't know, like you mentioned. I think Moyes had the pragmatic style of football. I'm sure they'll be thinking that did we make the right decision getting this thing? So yeah, that's I think we were surprised as well, but I think Chelsea, I think they have been building that consistency, and West Ham I think they just slept at the wrong time, and that was why Chelsea.
Well,
Let me just add something.
Yeah, go on.
And I think that the West Ham fans they need to still chill a little bit, you understand? Because you know having a long coach stay for a very long time, you guys are used to one kind of particular style of football. And when you lose David Moyes now, bringing Lopetegui, it's going to be a very different. Before you sign Lopetegui can never be defensive. We signed this man too, so he was in Wolves. He gave Wolves some kind of nice spell of runs. You understand? So West Ham fans should just give him at least a season first to just put those guys together because they had a lot of players and those guys never really hit the form. You understand? And this is West Ham we're talking about, not City or Arsenal. So we just have to give them that small time to come right.
Wait, one more thing. We need to mention Caicedo in that midfield. It was everywhere. The passing. I know he made an assist. The tackling, the marking. It was. I know he didn't get the man of the match, but just what he did in that midfield in that match. I know he may not have been performing in another match, but that match, he really got my attention in that match.
I think it was alright. Just do basic things for 100 million.
No. You have to be honest when someone perform in one match.
Thank you.
I'm not a Chelsea fan, but you have to be
People
honest.
like
Don't let's be
people-
biased though.
People like Pogba put those kind of performances together, and they used to abuse him because he changed his hairstyle. But Caicedo is doing that once in 15 games.
We are
Good
looking
game.
based on the match, so I'm just
Please
based
go
on
and
the
sit
match.
down.
I
Not
didn't
do
say
anything. Not do anything. We are not ones to forgive and forget. What was given shall also be given. Now, other games around the grounds. Selhurst Park gave us a very underwhelming game on that day, where United and Crystal Palace locked horns. And even though United had the upper hand for most of the game, Crystal Palace and United had to share the points. It's 0-0. Dean Henderson with the game of his life. Lisandro Martinez with something that we are going to talk about in the Matters Arising anyway, with a coup de grace, as the WWE fans would know. But it was a very entertaining game on a tactical perspective and in many other ways. But yeah, let's hear what the rest of the gang have to say about this particular match. Now, United Crystal Palace Selhurst Park. Last season, just a few months ago, we literally watched Olise and Mateta tear United apart 4-0. But this game, Palace couldn't really get their teeth in until later in the game.
Yeah.
But United still couldn't get the job done. So
Yeah, the first half, I feel like United really had control of the game, even in the passing and But the problem, like I keep saying, is the chances we keep missing. Who has the most chances in the Premier League?
Most chances
Created.
missed. The
Missed.
big chances missed. is United,
Big chance.
yes.
Thank you for that. Big chances.
The big
missed.
chances missed in the
That's
Premier
that's
League. are
the
United,
problem
yeah.
I keep thinking of, Man U. How long are we gonna keep missing these chances? I think that first time, to be honest, let's be honest. Even though you're not a Man U fan, every people that watch that match know that we should have won that match straight. Like we should have won the 3 points in that first half. And I feel like, obviously, when a team doesn't perform in the first half, when they go into the halftime, obviously the manager will talk into them. And I saw a different Crystal Palace coming on in the second half. To be honest, Onana made a good save. That double save. That was crazy. And like I said, the chances are, oh my god, I don't even know what to say. But what I'm saying that the last minute Crystal Palace, like that second half was just a different Crystal Palace. I feel like they should have won in the last minute. I think Eze had the last
the
that
chance. Yeah.
like, if he had took that chance, I think it would have been over.
Yeah, you know, when he reached this club, the Red Devils, I don't know how you get devil for your name. They're supposed to perform well. You cannot succeed with with a devilish name. A club where whether not be railway workers form that club, and railway people that were working in the road. So the defense is like a road. The team is like a road. They pass. You understand? The core of the team is a disaster. So looking at that game, that is as my fans want to deceive themselves, say they had the first best, the first half was a master class. My brother, they were just holding the ball on. I don't know whether on purposefully. They were doing nothing with the ball. Nothing what they do, but you just they pass around, but you can't break through because you don't have the qualities to break through. You don't have no quality in the team to break through. People miss kicking passes, possessing passes, passing in wrong angles, but your main target you're not approaching that place. You understand? But in the second half, Crystal Palace woke up like, and when you are a big team, you don't kill these small teams from your beginning. When you begin to hold the game, you give them the ability to come back. That's the thing. So now the thing with that. So and if I can even say today, as in as much as say now Mayu be the hold the ball, but the fact now say now Crystal Palace get a clearer chance to score. Because those chances where what this guy named Ereze gets, those two cutbacks where he gets, no Mayu chance to reach that one. They did not have.
Not even the delete one.
The little now save from keeper away, be say he catch. That one it was a header. That one was a woodwork.
What about the
We're talking of clear cut chance where be say.
What about the Garnacho?
If you give Olise that chance, sorry, Olise, Chris, if you give Eze that chance on a good day again, you go bury that. Are you telling me that United have a clear chance at Crystal Palace for that second half?
If you gave United those same chances, they wouldn't have scored.
In the game, Crystal Palace get the clearer chances to score. It might not be as much in terms of number than United do, but United don't have a chance where it's like half chances. That's if you give Eze for your next match now against I don't know who they're playing next, he will bury them. But on that day was not just good that day to knock that suicide goal. Because in the score those goals on the norms with his eyes closed. So
if we even look at the game on XG, Palace had an XG of 0.99 compared to United's 1.86.
So
how did Crystal Palace get the clearer chances?
You there, Fabinho, understand what I talk now?
No.
I said the number of chances. Wait, listen. The number of chances we will get. The numbers will remind you. But Clara, the one way be say if you look, you say, oh, but this guy, I tell me this kind of thing. United did not have.
That's what XG is.
I know. But only start, not every time they call me start. Sometimes you have eyes to see. Start is deceiving. Now you make players, clubs, they go buy some stupid players. You never look at they look their stats. Sometimes stats can be deceiving. You watch that match, you want to tell me say and I get the clear chances. But the only positive thing I will say in that whole United game is Andre Onana and Dalot. In those two players, to me, and Masarawi, but Masarawi was at least sometimes they lose up. But I'm talking of players that had at least 7 over 10 performance. Onana, that save when he make that. I think the defense need to help him more because that guy is at least helping in some games. They remind me of the girl that time my fans go come up for game talk say the girl ain't save us for this match. That's what Onana is doing now. But at least the defense need to sit up. You need to sit up. And the midfield too, it be like passageway road to Ekpoma. Everywhere you also open. You need to close that gap there. Close that gap. You can't just be open anyhow. It's crazy.
They talk
And,
about being
and,
open and everything. It's funny to me, Sha, but
and there's this. We'll leave it for matters and rights because there are some players that we need to start to put for microwave. We need to start to warm them. We need to start warm them because I don't think their fan base is doing enough of warming. So I think external bodies you need to come into play because
try it. Come,
because we will come into play.
try it and come.
Because look at now, imagine. I remember the time when you call yourself a big club, a world class club, or once a big club, you always have those players where they look clubs. So even if they get bad day, these players will do or something. You understand? I remember the early mid 2000s when I became watch ball. Mostly when they enter Premier League, when you see all this Gerrard. Gerrard was not a successful. His career in Premier League was not a success. But there was, if you speak to any Liverpool fan or player who play around there, they always get this moment of say, let's if this match not dey go well, this man will turn up, might turn up. And look at him, he didn't play with a lot of world class players in that club because apart from Gerrard, I mean people want the call and say na world class in that whole team. If you look at all the people who even win the miracle of Istanbul, how many of them Smicer? Okay, Xabi Alonso was good. He's a world class too. But throughout Gerrard's career, more they look. But a lot of people not to give Gerrard that. We give there are less fans for Liverpool. They give her that excuse and say, you know, win Premier League. But he's kind of a legend in the club. But we have this man, Mr. Bruno Fernandes. This guy that he has a club fan base that are supporting him more than the growth of their club. You understand? So I will leave it to you, Mr. Host. We'll leave it now. We'll come back to the topic now. But I don't want to while away time. So let's
That's
just continue.
okay. And the main events in the Premier League this weekend was obviously the clash between the winners and the almost winners, as always. City took on Arsenal in the Premier League game at the Etihad, and I mean the game wrapped with controversy and excuses, as always, with their heated moments and all that. We had the game play out to a 2-2 draw. Erling Haaland and John Stones on the score sheet for City, while Gabriel Magalhaes
And Big Cala,
Riccardo Calafiori
Italian mode.
were on the score sheet for Arsenal, with Leandro Trossard getting a red card. Controversy, excuses, it never fails to disappoint City versus Arsenal. Let's talk about the game real quickly.
Okay. So now if we see that City game against Arsenal, obviously early goal from City, 8 minutes. Obviously, very nice control from Savinho. One of the best signings this season. Very understated, but I think that guy really step up for this club.
A transfer that people will still believe was not meant to happen anyways, because City
From Girona,
and
honestly.
Girona, being
Same
sister
owners.
clubs and everything.
Yeah,
And
so-
then, they blocked United from doing the same thing.
I bet that's my problem. Victim mentality.
No, they blocked
But
United from doing the same thing.
I'm talking
So
about
people-
City now. Let's talk about City now.
Fair.
So the thing now say that game after the early goal, if you look at a lot of us, even me that day, I'm like, maybe now Buffy, I want to up because it was too early. I like your poor one go. I'm like, maybe Arsenal now raindrops on the fall for their 18. So I'm like, okay, now this game is going how we normally see this in ATR, like the 2 years ago, I think 5-3-1 or so, and I think 4 years ago 5-0. So there are a lot of all those old scores. Now I can't say one sub. But Arsenal, the club that is trying to win the league, the club where
The
we say
almost winners.
the clubs where we say they are ready, they are going toe to toe. They stepped up. They say no. City don't fit do us again. Even if our manager be the pick cone for your manager before, but now it's our manager now. We must help him. They come back, they fight, they fought, they do everything. When they had that chance from Calafiori, I know there are a lot of circumstances around that moment of play, but let's not forget about that goal. That goal was very good
That
goal.
was a good goal.
Goal of the month, in my opinion. Goal of the month, in my opinion. The only goal if you compete now should be maybe John Duran against Everton, but I don't think it's the same month. Is it the same month?
Yep.
If it's the same month, then maybe that free herself for that.
Yes,
But
this
that
month,
goal
yeah.
for Calafiori is not. See, you don't easily see people strike from there as a left footer. That's the thing. Now, if a right footer bend that, I will understand. But he coiled the ball, arrow two in the opposite angle. You understand? So if you play FIFA, you understand what I mean. So he coiled him And when he shoot him, I know everything's going to go. Now the camera for the back, he hits. He break the camera away. He break Man City camera for their feet. What do you mean? So after that one, coming again with Gabriel, I think we have to start to speak more about City, their set piece. Because people, as in Arsenal, sorry, Arsenal. Thank you for that. I think people now, because they scrum all the time, they are undermining his now set piece. People have a set piece manager. I'm gonna lie. If you are good at it, then play one. More see. Because Chelsea they employ, but they have to sack him. But the guy they could not do the job. You understand? But bringing a set piece manager, and Gabriel has scored 17 goals since 2020, more than every defender for the league. And he has scored more than Anthony, scored more than Gabriel Jesus, scored more than a lot of people in that. So this is a defender we're talking about. So he's very good in terms of that corner ball. They are good. You understand? So, but at least then they went down to the 10 men. They went back to the 10 men, which is to me is very foolish of Trossard. It's very foolish of Trossard because your own teammates suffered the same thing last 2 weeks. Then you decide to kick the ball again. And when you are told not to kick the ball, you still kick the ball. It's a problem. You understand?
It's in Papa Defi.
Yeah, obviously, it's a guy who coach Atalanta, we ref Atalanta again, but it's just the thing. And he kicked the ball. You gave City the thing to think, say, okay, we can still come back and do something. And at least they had a very good defensive masterclass, but they were just so unfortunate that John Stones, the man that came from the bench to do it for them. So, and it was a deflected goal.
From bread to stone.
It was stunned then. So I think Arsenal tried their best. But let me not just speak too much and take the whole time. I think my co-host go get some things to add.
Oh, well, thank you for that summary, but I feel like you've said it all. I feel like you've taken all the words from my mouth. I don't know if there's much more I can say. All I can say is that I think I think all I can say is that before the match, I think I predicted a draw, so I can happily say that my prediction was wrong about the draw.
I think we all predicted.
No. I was the only one predicted draw.
No, I predicted draw too.
No, you said a win for.
I predicted draw.
2-1, yeah.
I predicted draw. I predicted a goalless draw.
You did consult the oracle.
No, I predicted a goalless draw.
Yeah, you did.
It was a goalless draw. But the oracle was half right. But one thing the oracle was right on was Tottenham versus Brentford. The oracle was spot on, even naming a goal scorer. I love the oracles of them. Well, once in a while, a sports clock is right 2 times in a day. And the oracle was right this time. As Brentford lost 3-1 to Spurs, Brentford again with another early goal. It's like you're beginning to hack that thing. It's then when the game is just starting. But Tottenham rolled back. Dominic Solanke kept breaking his duck, and Brennan Johnson also getting on the score sheet for Spurs. But then moving on to Spain, where Villarreal gave us another buffet. This week, Obatala didn't give us any food anywhere. Everybody escaped. Barcelona ran riots at Villarreal Stadium, 5-1 winner. Yamal will probably one of the assists of the season for Rafinha's second goal at the end of the game. And that was a very fantastic game for Barcelona and Anti-Flick, because they've refused to lose this season. They have just refused to lose. So let's talk about Barcelona and how much Bese they are giving other teams now, because they're just minusing everybody's goal difference.
I think first of all, I think this Barcelona under Flick is a different. Obviously, we know.
Anti-Flick.
Yeah, I said anti. Anyway, anti or no anti, this Barcelona under Flick is a different. Obviously, we know what Flick did in Bayern. The scoreline that he was getting for him, that Bayern was getting, we know it was huge. But bringing that to Barcelona, like, let's be honest, you can say difference between Xavi.
Yeah, he's basically combined. He's basically combined the Barcelona DNA with the German machine football, which is just a very devastating combination.
So, like, I know they have injuries, but just that the point is that they are still taking their chances. Compared to the as a Man U fan, compared to the injuries that Man U has, that Barca has, at least we are the injuries we have, like, more players are coming back, but still we are not taking our chances. But Barca, I don't know, they are just different on that. And I was surprised by the scoreline because I think our prediction was not even aligned with this team. Like, I think they just want to destroy anything. Obviously, I know they've not faced the big team, but But you can just say that the way they've started this season is just surprising under the new manager, and the way they are direct with every chances they keep getting. And as usual, Lewandowski is always scoring, getting on the score sheet. We all know what Lewandowski was under him at Bayern, but they've just been immense, man.
One person, Daisy stole his Ballon d'Or that year, but it's fine. He will soon get what is coming for him.
Yeah, Barcelona. Barcelona. Yeah, now club will be say in as much as they be my biggest rival, you understand, and you have been since 1920, I think 1929 when La Liga starts. They have always been my rival since when the league starts. But there's one thing I always respect Barcelona for. No matter the match who they play, no matter who they play, no matter who they injured, the young boys that they are bringing in, they look, they're like, come on, Baka will be, not suppose they fear us. You understand? Baka always come. One thing where Baka always they get right is their approach. They can never approach you like, we fear you. They are always like that. So when you can't get manager, where CB say now king of direct football, you understand? So you need to fear them. So you understand? So as he flick, he's a man where be say go they win 6-0, he frown. So the man can never he know the smile, like he will be beating you and he go dey frown. Like he's not satisfied. And once you look your manager like that, you go dey ginger, you want to do more. It's not like the other people where they bear devil, where their coach every time bald head, they smile, no emotions in the back. So it's just the thing. But I was scared for that game. As much as Baka be get form. You understand? But I was thinking Villarreal would have come with something, at least maybe in slow margin for Baka 2-1, 3-2.
With Nicolas Pepe.
You understand? But I don't think they're not really give any fight for that game. Barcelona was just all over them for that match. They really just give them a job where we say Villarreal not forget. And they have done well. 7 games, 7 wins. They play Bilbao. They don't play some couple of Villarreal big good team. Bilbao good team. I think those are the only 2 big teams that they don't play for now. And they were able to take out the win. So I like as they do, they go on. But I just wait for the Clasico to come.
Me a Classical don't call me them bad people. Because this studio will not contain us as one big happy family. But in other news, on the other side of the rivalry, Real Madrid had a very interesting game with Espanyol. Espanyol took the lead against the run of play, and Madrid responded with 4 booking inside the Espanyol net. It wasn't a funny game to watch because Espanyol thought they had a chance, and Real Madrid painfully took it away from them, along with a very comical moment from the Espanyol defender who held our boy Bobby from the throwing line until he got into the box to consider penalty. A bit of brain dead activity there, but Madrid ended up winning that game 4-1.
Yeah.
And then later in the week, Barcelona played against Getafe, and Madrid had a game against Alaves. Madrid were winning 3-0, and Alaves almost took a point from that game. But Barcelona struggled and struggled and struggled, but they escaped with the 3 points against Getafe. 1-0, Lewandowski, or Lewandowski, as we like to call him, the big-time forward, has replied again as Hansi Flick's answer to every form of adversity. And that brings us to the end of the weekend roundup and review. Of course, the Europa League was also in game. Interesting games that happened. Upsets for Porto as they lost. And then United were held 1-1 yesterday by FC20.